All right, here we are in the '08 GMC Yukon, the big dog. Let's start her up, cold start. It sounds pretty good. That big GM engine's always have a little bit of a fuss to them. That's not. We'll take another look at the engine. Listen to the engine. Let's look here. Our oil pressure is shot right up. Tire pressure lights on as always. Battery doing well. All right, here we go. This thing hasn't been driven in a week. Well, probably not. 4 or 5 days. Boom. Go right into gear. Alright, well, first you notice she's hitting these little bumps nice. We're not hearing any noise there. That's good. There's a fancy Lexus. Oh, no, I'm gonna go this way. Alright. Right through the first gear, fine. Lots of power. Over the railroad tracks nicely. Now we haven't had a check engine light on this thing, so you know, fingers crossed that remains the case. These big GMs like to find their check engine lights. Usually air sensor stuff. Definitely lots of power. She's a mover. Whoa, it's so fast for how big it is. It's a big, heavy all-wheel drive truck. You can feel a little in the downshift. That transmission is shifting, but there's a lot going on down there. Just fine, but that's fine. I don't want to be overly critical, but there you go. It's a 12-year-old truck. I know my Jeep, I drive it just so. That downshift gives you a little bit of a noise. That's probably all-wheel drive associated when you really hammer it. Well, I've gone the way that I can't turn around very easily. The brakes are high and feel good, a little bit of pulsing. Those downshifts are fine at speed. Just when you really hammered it, it gave a little noise there. Again, if you were just, you know, around the corner, you'd be driving it and realize it shows its age a little bit, but it also is a lot of truck. Yeah, that downshift has a little bit of a clunky noise to it. That might be something to have a mechanic look at if you're concerned about it. I mean, if I was buying it and just driving it around, you know, I don't know, that a lot of them might not do that at this age and this mileage. It's going to be a little mount or something, or bushing or something. So we'll stop here at this fancy place and take a look around the outside and inside until we get kicked out. Okay. Interior wise, everything's here. Stereo works well. There's a little bit of wear showing there. That works. Let's see. This seat's actually amazingly good. You know, it's had a scrub and you can see the wear, but it's amazingly good for the age and everything. It's not ripped up. Somebody didn't get in and out of it with keys all the time. This stuff is fine. I'm sure it's had a scrub. Everything's kind of had a scrub and shows the crackulations. Rear seats are okay. I mean, this is kind of expected out of a 160,000 mile vehicle. Not everything's 100%. That is actually clean, been scrubbed and cleaned. The camera makes it look a little worse than it is, but it has a few spots still on it. And I mean, the big stuff, you know, that's all looking very nice down there. And the frame kind of is what it is. It looks fine. Ohio frame, but actually not bad. Just kind of an Ohio frame. There's the depth of the tires. You're gonna see a little bit of rust here and there. But again, we're not in the 15,000 mile view. Wheels look good. This is the thing that's showing a little age, and then you just twist it with your hand and it opens. So there you go. So these babies are floppy. I don't know if those are replaceable or what. There's the TV. Power seats. Those work. There's the books and everything. That looks good. Ow. Frame. That is what it is. We haven't painted it or anything. That's good. Exhaust is clear. These definitely have a unique rumble to them. They're fun. You'll see right now it doesn't have a spare. That all could use a clean and spray. These little chips here and there. But no real dents or dings or anything. I mean, it's actually a beautiful truck. It sounds nice. These big... You can listen to the Jeep. Yeah, that's about as good as these sound, and that sounded pretty good. These tend to get a little tiny bit of a lift or ticky tick to them when they're just idling. I mean, it's extra slight, but I guess it has a little bit of that. It's across the board on these GMs though. Okay, so I mean, so far this morning, that's what I saw. If you have an interest in the truck or want to have it checked out or anything like that, we'll take it for another ride. That downshift, you know, there might be a little bit of a bushing or something that's gone. It's not associated with the transmission. That would be something that's, you know, because the engine's so big and the transmissions and the all-wheel drive systems. So on shifts and everything, beautiful. Let's have another run at the shifts. So you just have a little bit of play in that, in all those linkages. So let's take it through. The shifts are amazingly smooth. These were definitely built to a higher comfort level than the GM